Hi, Georgie. This is Ryan with TrendLizard.com. I got your email. We're going to take a look at two tickers for you today. We're going to take a look at, or an updated look at Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, and then we will take a look at the SPDR's Gold ETF, GLD. In that order, we'll start with AMD. We've looked at this guy for you before. The long-term stuff is just basically a recap of what we've looked at before, but we'll bring it all in anyway. So since its inception back in 1983, big choppy counter trend price movement into the 2015 low. None of this stuff we care about. This is all counter trend price movement. The only thing we care about is what's happened off that 2015 low to the upside. So it's been a massive move. Our question is, where is it in that move, and is it a still tradable entity? So we will take a look more closely at this up leg off of the 2015 low. So let's go ahead and do that. So here's the zoom in. None of this has changed. This is exactly where we've had it labeled the past few times I've taken a look at it for you. And our labeling here has a first wave up, a second wave pullback, and then everything we've seen since the 2018 low fits as part of a larger third wave advance that is not yet complete. And you can see every up leg subdivides very nicely. Within this third wave advance that we're currently in, we completed a first and second wave. We had a very nice third wave advance to the 2020 high. And in 2021, it's been in a fourth wave pullback within that larger third wave advance. So the question then becomes, what's going on in 2021? Is this fourth wave pullback over? Does it still have some more downside in it? We will take a look. So let's go ahead and zoom in on that action there. I guess first, this is a little zoomed in focus shot on that advance off the 2018 low, just to provide a little more detail to show you why we labeled it as we have. And it's pretty darn clean when you dive in. Pause it, do whatever you want. Look at this stuff. It looks very clean. We're pretty confident in the labeling we have here. So now let's go ahead and zoom in on that 2021 pullback here. So there's two ways to look at this move, okay, in 2021. Again, we know it's a larger fourth wave within the a major third wave advance. The question is, has it ended? Now, it looks like a counter trend move by all measures. We had an A wave down into March's low. We had some choppy action up into looks like April's high, and then a very short down leg that marginally set a new low, and since then price has turned higher. So it's possible that that's an A, B, C, and wave 4 has completed, with wave C being a very small move. It's similarly possible that we're still in the B wave recovery, and we still have that larger C wave down to the downside. I have my opinions. My opinions really don't matter. It's just hard to say at this point in time exactly what's happening. So what we do in this scenario, for one, we're already bullish on any larger time frame. As far as this shorter time frame goes, the best thing we can do is take a look at what's happening to the upside here to determine if it has a chance to be the start of the resumption of the uptrend, or if it fits better as part of a larger B wave with a C wave down yet to come. So when we drive in, we see that the potential that it's a trendy move absolutely exists. The catch here is, even if it was part of a larger B wave, this would be a trendy move anyway, because it would be the C wave of wave B. So that doesn't help so much, but it does allow us kind of a base to work with as we go. So here's what we're going to do. We're looking at this 5-wave up move off of May's low. If we get a counter trend pullback that stays above 76 at all times, this is going to look like a setup for immediately higher prices under this labeling here. Maybe wave 5 has already begun. If instead this 5-wave advance leads to a pullback that's more purposeful and moves below 76, we'll know that wave 4 is not yet over and a larger pullback would be expected. Either way, we're bullish overall. Clearly a case of timing. 76 is the key on the short-term time frame. If a low is already in, 76 will be respected. If 76 is broken, we know a larger fourth wave pullback is going to play out before price turns higher. So if you get a move below 76, you look for that larger C wave down, and then once you start seeing some strength to the upside, then we can have more confidence that wave 4 is completed and the next trendy 5-wave move has begun. So there is AMD in a nutshell. Let's move on now to GLD, the SPDR's Gold ETF. So it was incepted back in 2004. It doesn't provide us with all of the information we would like, and I'll show you why here. If we overlay onto this chart the gold continuous contract, which is the black price action, on the red GLD price action, we see that they're very close. They're very similar, which exactly is what you would expect. GLD is intended to track price movement in gold, the contract. So the way this is helpful is if we look at this entire up leg off the 1999 low, we have a very clean, trendy 5-wave advance. If we were to look at that same move on GLD, we don't get it all because it was only incepted back in 2004. Nevertheless, we're confident calling this a trendy 5-wave move that completed at the 2011 high, and since then gave us a very large counter trend pullback, and just like gold did. And just like gold did, GLD has moved back up to the high that was recorded back in 2011 to confirm without a doubt that the trend is still up, because this complete retracement here means that regardless of how you want to label this move, it's a counter trend move. So the only option is to consider this a counter trend move and the trend to still be up. So if you look at it on this time frame, it's an absolutely beautiful thing. You have a big trendy 5-wave move to the upside, and you have a counter trend pullback confirmed to be a counter trend move. That can only mean that on the largest time frame available for GLD, the trend is up. So again, of course, the focus comes down to what has happened off the 2015 low. So let's go ahead and drive in here. This is it. This is the advance off the 2015 low. It's taken its time in developing, but overall, it's a very trendy move. You have a trendy 5-wave advance for wave 1, a very large 3-wave pullback for wave 2, and then another 5-wave advance into the 2020 high. Since then, we've gotten a large counter trend pullback, very clearly a 3-wave move, and then off that 2021 low, we're seeing some strength. So what our labeling consists of a first, second, third, and a 4th wave pullback, and from there, this appears to be the resumption of the overall advance, a 5th wave advance that is very much tradable. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this action off the 2020 high. This is it. If you take a look at it, this is very clearly a counter trend move to the downside. It's a 3-wave move. The very initial start of this move was littered with 3-wave moves. Then we got a nice ending 5-wave decline for wave C. Since then, we've seen some very purposeful and very direct strength off of, it looks like, March's low to the upside. So this looks like the resumption of the uptrend. We're bullish on this guy. We do follow this guy every day on our website at TrendLizard.com. So if you're following along there, Georgie, you will see it there, and we actually have an open trade on GLD right now. So if you're wanting to trade this, or if you do trade it, just follow along with the trade that we already have in place. But at the end of the day, we need to be bullish on GLD as long as it's trading above 165. As long as it is, this will fit as the 5th wave advance. If for some reason price reverses, moves below that 165, we'll know that a larger 4th wave pullback is coming. We do not expect that to happen based on the clear nature of the down move as well as the trendy nature of price action to the upside. So I hope that's helpful, Georgie. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll do this again very soon. Take care.